I didn't think we'd ever make a video about this guy again. Nevertheless, we have ourselves a conversation to go about when it comes to Lias Andersson, as he has just signed a two-way contract with the Montreal Canadiens. He'll be making $775,000 in the NHL and $450,000 in the AHL. Now, we don't know the specific details on term, but the way it's being phrased here by Drager and Friedman, I'm going to assume this is a one-year deal. There's no reason to believe the Canadiens went multiple years two-way. But the reason I didn't think we'd ever talk about this guy ever again is because Lias Andersson was always sort of a ghost. He was a ghost of what the New York Rangers thought they were getting when they drafted him in the 7th overall spot in the 2017 draft. Now, I'm sure everybody kind of remembers the story here, but it was a pretty big deal back when it happened. The Rangers at 7th overall wanted to take Elias Pettersson. They had a lot of Swedish scouts doing their thing. But because PD went earlier at 5th to the Vancouver Canucks, that left the Rangers with the other remaining Swede, Lias Andersson, who unfortunately is not at the same caliber of play as Elias Pettersson. Lias Andersson was seen as being this potential two-way center. He had a two-way game that was so polished and poised in the SHL. He had played full-time SHL minutes back when he was draft eligible, and as his career went on, he never really blossomed with the Rangers. He was never that guy. He never got adjusted and fully adapted to what it was the Rangers expected out of him. He never became that two-way stud. He maxed out getting, 6 points in 42 New York Rangers games, which really wasn't great. He also played with the Hartford Wolfpack, was pretty alright over there, and the way he was developed pretty much was so indicative of the problems the Rangers had with young talent in general. Lias Andersson, Capo Kakko, Alexei Lafreniere, Vitaly Kravtsov, these guys are all kind of in that same boat when it comes to top picks whom the Rangers did not develop properly. Sure, if it's a one-and-done, like Lias Andersson, who had been the first in that group of guys to be drafted, then you could say maybe it's the player's fault. But as more players started to fall into that same pattern, you gotta start to question, hey, what exactly is going on here in New York? Either way, Lias Andersson yeeted back off to Sweden. He played with HV71, was pretty alright over there. He came back to the NHL and he got traded to the LA Kings, wherein he had 6 points in 23 games in his first year. He was good in the AHL, though, over a point per game there. This previous season, he had similar results. He had 59 points in 67 games played with the Ontario Reign, very good point producer. He had 1 game played with the regular LA Kings, had 0 points, and now we are here, in a position where Andersson was a free agent and where he had a boatload of things to prove at the National Hockey League level. Does he still have what it takes to become a middle to top 6 two-way center? Does he still have what it takes to become a top penalty killer? Who really knows? He's 24 years old, so there still is time for him to grow and develop, but based off of what happened in New York and LA, it definitely has not gone his way yet. So when it comes to the Habs, assuming it's a one-year deal, let's reload the page one more time, see what's here. Yeah, no, there isn't any update. Let's just say one-year deal for now. Lias Andersson has himself an opportunity on a Montreal Canadiens team that is young, that is looking for more out of its youth, to show off that he has what it takes. I was kind of thinking in my mind, hey, with all the two-way center busts the Canadiens have had in their system over the years, this makes sense to add on another one. But of course, that's just tongue-in-cheek, that's just joking around. Lias Andersson is a player that I really have been rooting for this entire time, with New York and with LA, but it's just unfortunate to see that he really has not developed in the ways that we thought he could have. So hopefully he's able to continue his development positively in Montreal or Laval. Hopefully Montreal, because you always want to see top picks end up fulfilling their potentials. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Lias Andersson getting signed by the Montreal Canadiens to a cheap two-way deal? I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.